We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. Our next guest, a returning guest, has come thoroughly prepared, so I'm a little intimidated. Kathy Greenler Sexton of Subscription Insider. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great
Thank
to be
you.
here.
So, what do you want to talk to us about today? It's your time.
Well, I feel intimidated that you're intimidated, but we'll talk about subscription businesses today.
Good.
And there's been a lot of information in the news, really all about subscriptions and subscription businesses. So the first is free trial. Free trial is the go-to offer of any subscription-oriented business. And Apple debuted at the beginning of June a new service called Apple Music. And they're adopting what people call a fast follow strategy because they're trying to stay relevant because people are moving from iTunes to things like Pandora, Spotify, and other types of services.
Right.
So they launched Apple Music.
Right.
Great. So it's $9.99 a month. $4.99 for a family of up to 6, and the programming includes things like a live radio station, customized playlists. You can port over your iTunes music and really customize it to your needs. But there's an issue.
What's that?
They launched it with a 90-day free trial, which is great for consumers. But they didn't quite think about it. When they first launched it, there was grumbling by indie musicians because they were not getting royalties. And when they launched the free trial, they also announced.
But they were quite gracious about that as soon as they got the feedback, didn't they?
Not initially. They were sticking to their guns. But then a well-known musician by the name of Taylor Swift decided to post on Tumblr the nicest complaint letter known to mankind.
I thought that was a great letter. That's what I was referring to.
Yes,
it was great.
It is a class act and a lesson in complaining. Quote, I feel this deserves an explanation because Apple has been and will continue to be one of my best partners in selling music and creating ways to connect with my fans. She goes on, but she basically put Apple in a corner because her albums, the 1989 album, it earned lots of money for Apple and obviously for Taylor Swift. And before the end of the weekend, a guy named Eddie Q, who is high up at Apple, responded on Twitter and basically said, guess what? We're going to pay royalties for those first 90 days.
And he did it nicely, too.
And
it was gracious also.
Yes.
We support artists, and artists deserve to make money, and that's our new policy.
Absolutely. So
it was great, I thought.
So all the musicians went out, and Taylor Swift, this was not the first time that she actually went against a streaming music company because, if you recall, she pulled some of her programming out of Spotify. Mm-hmm. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're listening to this, what are the lessons learned from this? It's great for consumers, and it's great if you're a musician. You're going to start getting royalties during that free trial. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're launching products and you're launching potential subscription services. What are the issues? Well, you have agreements. You need to talk to your partners. You need to understand what you're launching how that's going to impact your relationships. And you can't be like Apple and just pretend to be a big gun and throw your weight around. Even Apple had to acquiesce.
They all do that.
Even Apple had to acquiesce.
Right.
So really, talk to your partners, talk to all your customers, test what your pricing is going to be. Otherwise, you're going to get some blowback.
So how do you help people or companies?
Well, the one thing that this news actually pertains to an entrepreneur is the market right now is getting super saturated. We don't know. It's a nascent market, actually, even with all the numbers that I just talked about. But we don't know what the right price points. We don't know what the consumers are going to be accepting in terms of how many unbundled OTT applications they're going to be buying. So it's again, you need to adopt a fast follow strategy. You need to do a lot of testing with your pricing, and you need to really develop a technology platform and a team that's going to be very, very responsive to the market. And that's really the lesson for anybody that's listening, is they look at any of these
And you help
topics in the
companies to do
news.
that?
Well, Subscription Insider, we are a media business that covers the subscription business. And we offer how-to case studies and research so people can understand. We have a member community so people can talk to one another, share information. And we also have a news segment that we basically cover the news of what's happening.
Oh, Kathy, if someone wants to utilize you, your knowledge, and your service, how would they find you?
Just go to subscriptioninsider.com and all of our information is right there.